What up? What up? What up? Can you guys hear me now? Yo, yo, yo. How's it going? Y'all can hear me, right? Give me a 1 if you can hear me. Sick, sick, sick. All right. Sending it to the Discord. I am sending awareness to the Discord right now. It just never ends, boys. It just never ends. Just never ends. It is crazy. Let me change the music just a little. What kind of name even is Pizzacake? It's as millennial as it gets, I can tell you that. Alright, so I'll go back. So as you guys know, maybe you don't know. You probably know. You've probably seen the post, but... Well, another video is gone. Another video is gone. When's it gonna end? When's it gonna end? We have received a defamation complaint regarding your content. After review, the following content has been blocked from view on the YouTube country site, listed below. Ooga Booga donation, hello, how are you doing? How's it going, Nellup? What is up? Can I get a W for Nellup? Nellup is a Warhammer 40k creator, and we can all come together and say that Games Workshop is a shit company. I think we all can agree. The Games Workshop near my house actually just went down. They fired their employee that I've known since I was 14. He was there for over a decade, and they fired him without any warning or like any message. And everybody got pissed. Oh shit. Is that a cat? I just saw a cat. But anyway. Games Workshop looking at a new corner. Yeah, I mean, they tried replacing him and nobody was happy with it. The new guy fucking sucked and he didn't answer anything. But anyway,
I am sworn to Nezu.
If you believe that your content was restricted in error, please let us know. Now, I filed. I tried, you know, getting it removed, but if you guys don't know, the YouTube legal team basically is just a bunch of Indonesian people who would rather not face liability. So there's like a 99% chance they're not even going to look at the video and just strike it down. I mean, it took 3 minutes. They reviewed my thing in 3 minutes. So it was probably just a bot. But anyway, we are going to look at a crash out on Kiwi Farms. Luke's missing hand.
Tremble before the scourge.
Holy shit, $50? Me, myself, and I. I've seen certain people conflate harassment and criticism. If people don't like things you say or the content you create, they can dislike your content or comment on it, even if they heard about it from another internet personality. Thank you so much, first of all. Holy shit. That is a fat donation. God damn. And yes, this is something that happens. And here's the thing. Can I get a W for me, myself, and I? Holy shit. I did not expect a donation that big this early. God damn. Like, let me cook for a few hours at least. Jesus. But anyway, to answer your point, I think it's fair that you're going to receive some type of harassment if you get another bigger channel criticizing you, especially with, you know, what's going on. But at the same time, that's not in the creator's control. Like, the creator can say whatever they want. And people, unfortunately, are just going to act on their own. So there is a little truth to it. They do conflate it, even though they're not the same. But I understand it. And yeah, anyone can get criticized. I'd rather her just criticize my channel, but we're going to actually look at a criticism in just a moment. And it is much longer than you guys think. So even if they heard about it from another internet personality. And that's the thing. She didn't even, like, she's not actually addressing me ever. Because she doesn't watch the videos. She doesn't watch the content. I'm sure someone else watches it for her. And then tells her what's up. Like with Illimation. Hey, I finally caught one of these live. $10, Rachel. Thank you. Except it's spelled differently than my fiance's. You must have a worse sleep schedule than me. I do. It's 3, right? Yeah, it's 3:08 a.m. Oh, man. Yeah, that video took a while. And not only did it take a while, but I went to bed at 8 a.m. that day. And I didn't wake up until 5. And I woke up at 12 this morning. So I'm a little behind on sleep, but it's all good. Thank you so much for your 10 too. Thank you. W's. But anyway. We all know this is me. Okay, we all know that she is talking about me. I just want to make that clear. She's not randomly just mentioning libertarians out of nowhere, okay? I think she can at least read the hat. But anyway, I'm not MAGA. I'm a libertarian. I just want to live my life and be free to make my own choices. Correct. You're correct so far. The same libertarians, when they see someone with an OnlyFans / non-binary people / someone with neon hair / trans people / women choosing to be single. What's this last one even talking about? Choosing to be single? Have I ever talked about like single people or like couples? That's funny as fuck. My mom said the same thing. Hi from Japan. Hello. Konnichiwa. I just woke up 30 minutes ago. Well, you chose a good time to wake up because you're getting live coverage right now. But women, let me think. Have I ever said something about women being single and that being a problem? We'll raise a floppa soon. I'm trying to think. Out of my entire channel's history, I don't think I've ever said anything about single women. Can I say it on your behalf? You can say whatever you want. But speaking for me is crazy. You're gonna get me in trouble. Just in case you say something wild. No, I have no opinion on women choosing to be single, you know? I think it's probably more morally better just by a little to not be single, just to keep our species alive, I would say. But like, this is very, very like abstract. Like, I would never think like this or try to make any arguments like this. Holy shit. There's a cat fight. Hold up. I'm gonna make the screen big. Holy shit. The black and white one's about to attack the other one. Watch. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yo, someone clip this. He's gonna attack again.
Tremble before the scourge.
Oh. Oh. Oh, he's chasing. He's chasing. Oh my god. Tremble before the cat. Me, myself, and I, $10 more. Also, I'm rich. Well, I'm not. I am far from rich. But, if you guys don't know, I would rather you guys donate money to Mentis Wave only because he's going through some health issues. Like, so if you want to half and half it, I wouldn't mind half my whatever you guys want to give me going to our buddy Mentis Wave. Calico Jack with $1, thank you. And thank you so much. $10, me, myself, and I. Just making you guys aware of that. A lot of you probably already know. But what was I even talking about? Oh, yeah. So yeah, I think it would probably be better if people found partners. You know, that's typically a big thing in people's lives. So I would say if you can go find a nice partner that will stick with you for the rest of your life. But I mean, I don't care about single. Like, I just question if you have kids, your relationship should be a certain way for the sake of the kid. And it's probably not good to be in a polyamorous relationship because there's a lot of problems in normal relationships. You don't want to say sorry. You don't want to complicate things further. We saw what happened to Destiny. Why isn't my chat up? I thought I had my chat.
Tremble
there we
before
go.
the scourge.
Oh, let me move this. There we go. All right, anyway, I've watched for a long time. I sleep to you now. Thanks. Thank you, the operator. Welcome to base certified. I don't think you are yet. Oh my god, Calico. Thank you so much for 50. How are you gonna end this little bitch? I don't want it to end. I'm just gonna be real. I want it to end, right? I want her to stop. But if you ask the content creator in me, I only get W's. I told you, I'm not going to make a video unless you take down my channel in a certain country. You're affecting my revenue one way or another, even if it's small. For the principle, I have to make up that revenue, which is why we're doing this. Like, I wish you never, ever touched one of my videos again. Like, you can say whatever you want. Like, I won't make content about you, Pizzacake, unless you actually affect my channel in some way. Like, how do you not get this? So yes, I do want it to end at the end of the day. But if she is gonna keep doing this, the cow's got to get milked. The cow's got to get milked. It's for the cow's sake too. Won't you hurt the cow if you don't milk it? But anyway, thank you so much for the $50. Holy shit. God damn. Anyway, let's keep talking about this. Let me move it just a little. There we go. So also the same with libertarians, right? The phrase libertarians mainly refers to what the government should allow you to do. So
Tremble before the
you can
scourge.
be on OnlyFans. You can be non-binary. Well, you know, you could say it. You can get neon hair, become trans, be single. The government shouldn't tell you no to any of that. Well, maybe. Okay.
Tremble before the scourge.
The government should probably not allow bullshit, all right? I'll say that. But as a person shouldn't be arrested for trying to be non-binary. That's really what I mean, obviously. Or being on OnlyFans. You know, there's certain situations that I would say it's like it can be child abuse. I'm not going to say what she does as child abuse, but well, I wouldn't go that far, right? Like what she's doing is obviously degenerate. But she should be allowed to. The government should allow her to do that. That's what being libertarian is. I'm not being a hypocrite on this, like she thinks I am. Sorry, I gotta catch up to chat. Oh shit. Holy fuck.
Tremble before the scourge.
Me, myself, and I. Holy fuck, another 50? I'm sorry for repeatedly donating, but I have to assert my authority over the other benefactor. God damn.
Tremble before the scourge.
Bro, you're doing too much. Oh my god. That's... Okay, yeah, that's fuck. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I think for like super chats and stuff, I really like using it to like fuel content. So like I might use this money to get a mic, to like upgrade my mic or something. But thank you so much. Me, myself, and I, another 50. Holy fuck, dude. I wish I had money to donate to like that. I would definitely give. I mean, I still give to a lot of creators, but I would I wish I could bless them as much as you're blessing me, so thank you. I wish you continued good luck on your YouTube career. God bless. Thank you. Thank you, Stray Dog. Welcome to Base Certified. Rachel again. Fact, I accidentally deleted it. Wait, which one? Wait, what'd you delete? Shit, I'm scrolling through chat. I lost it. You have that profile picture. Let me know what you forgot. Thank you for the 20. Holy shit, dude, that's 30. I think that's base legend now, yeah. Or have you donated before? I think you have donated before, actually. I'm trying to remember what's on my thing. Give these likes, guys. Come on. Calico. Transsexualism is like tattoos and piercings. If you need to mutilate yourself to be the youest you can be, that should not be subsidized by the government. True. And
Tremble
also,
before the scourge.
this is one thing that I do think. I think it's so extreme. Holy shit, did you just send the same one twice? Oh my god, what the fuck? I'll read another message. Did you just send the same one? See, it's weird. Because the government considers transsexual surgeries for, like, medical purposes. And I think that's entirely wrong. I think they're cosmetic at the end of the day, right? They should be considered cosmetic. I think it's really fucked up that doctors are doing it for medical purposes. Like, I feel like that needs to be a distinction. Do you guys? Am I cooking or am I wrong with that? Dude, all your shit is lagging the chat. Holy fuck. I typed out a thesis and accidentally removed my comment. Ah, shit. Thank you for the 5, though. You can type out the thesis. I'll read it in chat. I'll read it in chat. I'm trying to keep up. I see way too many messages. Holy hell. Me, myself, and I with 10 memberships again. To Coalgrave. Cryogenic. Therapy. The Protestant. I think. Yeah, the Protestant. Kiwi Merchant. Cheesecake Fanatic. Lane. Schism. Schism's got one. Mr. Warcrime. Frog Club Hoovy. And Redacted. And What's your name? Usuario? Holy hell. You added a lot of members to the end of the video. Thank you so much, man. I did not expect to get this much love from the stream. Jesus. Protestant. Oh, Protestant. Yeah, I'm dumb. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Protestant. My bad. Oh my god. But anyway, let's scroll down. Do you love frogs? I do. I like frogs. I don't step on them like some people do. If you step on a frog, you're a little sociopathic in my opinion. That's really fucked up. They're like on the upper end of like smart creatures. Like they're pretty big. It's like stepping on a mouse. It just Sorry, I don't know why I went on that. Who steps on frogs? Yeah, like the southern people. Like people in the south are a little nutty. Oh my god, dude. This reminds me of when Highware and Schisms, I think, were having a donation war in my chat. And there it goes. Oh my god.
Tremble before the scourge.
Holy fuck. Off-topic ideas. Are you curious to do a collab at some point? There are some Reddit pages I've got, but they are 40k related, but it may not be your thing. Nella, I would gladly do a collab with you on a 40k. I think you're sick. we would need to talk it out because we need to find a day and stuff. But I would absolutely be down to. You didn't have to donate that either. You could have just asked me or sent me a Discord. But Rachel, with $50 again. It's payday anyway. I said that baby daddies and baby mamas don't have relationships. I like to call them entanglements. I'd rather be single. I said that baby mamas and baby daddies don't have relationships. Like situationships? What are you talking about? Or like that they don't stick together. I'd rather be single. Man's bank account is at -40. Me, myself, and I win. Thank you for the 2. Sorry, Rachel, I don't quite understand your comment. If you could clarify, I'll read it. If my chat ever catches up, I can't fucking catch up my chat. Here, let me scroll this down so you guys can read because we're about to discuss it. But you guys broke my chat. I can't scroll. Okay. Calico again. Guys, Guys. I don't know how to handle these big donations. Oh my god. Used to be a rare diagnosis after a long-term clinical observation. Now it's self-ID, instant no gatekeeping. That shift replaced caution with affirmation medicine with ideology and made dissent heresy. It's not care anymore, it's cosplay with prescriptions. Holy based. I actually agree. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to hit the mic. Looks like I don't have hair if I do this. I look bald. No, I completely agree. I don't know why we turned it into like a full identity when it's a mental disorder. Like the root of it is literally a mental disorder. And yeah, they did take the gatekeeping off, which is one of the issues. It's because there is no like actual... There's people who have gender dysphoria, right? And that want to be trans because they think it'll help them. And then there are people who are in the non-binary category who also are under the transgender umbrella. And that's just a whole other layer of bullshit. But because they don't actually have gender dysphoria, I don't think. And also, gender dysphoria is extremely rare. Like, this isn't something that you... Like, there was basically very, very few cases of it. And a lot of them had a lot of different... what's it called? It had a lot of nuance. Like, some of it was autogynephilia, which is, like, getting aroused by putting on a dress and stuff. Then there's transvesticism. Like, there's a lot of categories that... I was gonna make a video about it at some point, but... It is like cosplay with prescriptions now. They just give you estrogen because it's all under the psychological guise that you're gonna commit die to yourself if you don't do it. Which I wholeheartedly reject. I mean, any mental illness should be taken seriously. But we've gotten to the point where it's all kind of a joke from a like medical, cultural, scientific standpoint. Like, it's one of the shitty things about politicizing stuff like that. I did send one in Discord, but the DM became a desert. Ah, shit. I'm sorry, man. I'm not... When I'm on Discord, I'm doing, like... I'm either... like, posting in the announcements. I'm, like, saying a few things and then dipping. Or I'm responding to a few people. Like, I have a lot of Discord messages, so sorry for missing any. Me and myself and I sent another 5 gift memberships. Holy shit. To Yanni Nabari, V, Zach Smith, Jesus Follower, 500. Sorry, Sigma and... Okay, yeah, and Sigma. Thank you so much. Holy shit. Like, my brother and sister-in-law have a loving relationship and wonderful kids, and they give them a stable home life. The baby mama constantly... Oh, yeah.
Tremble
Yeah.
before the scourge.
Yep. Trust me, my fiance has some acquaintances, like she knows some people, and there's just so much drama. Always. Or they're just getting into some crazy shit. Can I get so many W spams? Holy fuck, dude. I think this stream has made over $300, and I haven't even gotten through, like, the Pizzacake post, the first thing I wanted to do. Holy hell. To Calico, myself and I, Rachel. Who else? I think there was one other person. Nella. I think I'm forgetting someone. I'm sorry. And Calico Jack, again with the fucking 50. Transsexualism turns mental illness distresses into identity. Replaces clinical caution with blind affirmation and traps vulnerable people in a lifelong medical loop. It's not healing, it's branding pain as pride and selling it as liberation. You are much more poetic with your words than I could be. Than I usually am. But yeah, I completely agree. And it's really shitty too. Like, you're not helping anybody by doing this. You're just perpetuating like the pain you're talking about. Like, these people are already probably likely to be vulnerable. They probably already have issues socializing. And now you're giving them affirmation instead of trying to fit them in with the regular population. Like, it's a disaster, man. It's a disaster. It sucks. And yeah, it is branding pain as pride. Why, if you think you're born trans, why would you be proud of something that you had no control in deciding? I forgive you. Thank you again, Nallop, dude. You could just type it. I forgive you, my good man. I'll wait for your reply whenever you are available. It's understandable if things get too busy. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Especially with how like quick my channel's growing. Like, I'm trying to, and the drama that I'm dealing with. Like, I'm trying to be active and I'm trying to prepare really good videos. I had the diss track and everything. But anyway, we'll get to it now. We'll get to it. Thank you, Calico Jack. And thank you, me, myself, and I. You guys are just absolutely fucking insane. Oh my god. I wish I had your bags. Holy hell. That would make interacting with streamers a lot more fun. I'd be one of those that like donate a shit ton of money. Just to say something retarded like, man, I love floppas, MILF. I'll drop a MILF in their chat. But anyway, every single time I had to deal with one of these hypocritical, privileged little suburban raised self-declared libertarians. I wonder who she's talking about again. Okay. I didn't choose to be raised in a suburban neighborhood. I'm sorry. And I didn't choose my privilege either. Like, I just got lucky. I know I got lucky. You don't have to tell me. God. Hypocritical, though, I will not accept. I'll take the libertarian, though. They attack me for doing adult work. Yes, because it's degenerate. Like, you don't have to be religious. You can just look at it and look at all the harm it perpetuates. Like, why are we glorifying sex work? For making I understand that some people are really down bad and they've been abused all their lives. And, you know, that's kind of the only thing that they're compelled to do, more or less. And that's understandable. I think they should, I don't think they should do it. But, like, it's more understandable, right? Especially when that's all you know. That's all your life is dealt with. But at that point, you need therapy. Not doing adult work. But anyway, for making comics and art and having opinions on the world around me. No one cares about your comics and art, all right? When you were making your millennial comics, nobody cared. I don't care. That's fine. In fact, I enjoyed when you made them more. They didn't make me laugh. They weren't like offensive. They were probably like still below mid, maybe. But they didn't matter. It's fine. If you made money off of it, good for you. Good for you. It's when you start getting political and calling people Nazis. We all know what you mean when you call everybody who voted for Trump a Nazi. That really, and it's really shitting on the actual lives that were lost in the 1940s during World War II. It's really, really distasteful to them. It's not just that you're a retard, which you are, but it's also just extremely distasteful to those who did suffer a lot during that time. And I like joking around and stuff, but like, that's fucked up. Why would you do that? It's not like the communists that self-proclaim to be communists because they like to LARP as them. Nobody, and there are a very, very small group of people that LARP as Nazis. But that's not the people, those aren't the people that's probably like less than 1% of the Trump voter base. You're a fucking idiot. For being over, and having opinions on the world around me. Attack. Again. Nobody is attacking you. We're criticizing what you do. Okay, to be fair, there were the people that doxed her technically were attacking her. But again, that's like less than 99.999% of the people who look at you and do not like you. Most people watch. Most people just like observing. Yeah, you're going to have the few stragglers that come and harass you. I've had that too. It doesn't happen very often, but that's because I'm not spouting bullshit. And keep in mind, it shouldn't happen, by the way, but you know, it's gonna happen. That's just one of the things about being on the internet. My greatest issue with the trans movement and all the recent social movements, to an extent, is the deceptive manipulation of speech. Yeah. They've abstracted the word gender to the point where it has no meaning, then use their own new definition to... I'll wait for you to finish, but I know exactly. It's all semantics. When you get down to how they argue, how like the left likes to argue now, and this goes for the Trump thing with the burial site, right? Of the South African farmers. It's all just semantics games. What is a woman? Well, we created the word woman. So if everybody forgot what the word woman was, there would be no more women. Okay, that's not what we're talking about though. That you didn't address the issue whatsoever. And I watched a video from what's that dude's name? Oh, they're a YouTuber. They're a trans YouTuber. Counterpoint. I watched the Counterpoint video on gender. I watched it all the way through. And they made the exact same argument. What is a woman? Well, what is a chair? A chair has 4 legs, but there's a lot of things that can have 4 legs that we wouldn't consider a chair. You know? Which is why when you use the word woman, it's blah, 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 blah. Like, when you just do circles with the semantics games, you know that you just stop. You got to point it out and you got to stop them from doing it. Thank you, Triple X Medic, for the 4 months. What's up, Big Cat? How's it going, brother? Can I get a W for Triple X Medic? He's been a very, very, very long time subscriber. And thank you so much, me, myself, and I, for another retarded amount of $50. Holy shit. I'm trying to see where you finished the message. Do I have to click on it? I don't know. It's okay, though. It's okay. I'll keep looking out for your message. But anyway, the world around me, and also, you live in Canada. What are you doing commenting on American politics? You don't even know what the fuck is going on half the time. Your diss track was fire. Thank you. $2. Thank you so much, Triple. Now you can go get a microphone. GG, easy win. Yeah, I was just gonna get the SM7B, like the one that most people talk about, you know.
Tremble before the scourge.
I already have the cloud lifter for it too. It's in a bag somewhere, I don't know. But thank you, Nellup again. And Triple X Medic. And me, myself, and I. God, this stream is crazy. We haven't even raised the floppa yet, guys. Calm down, calm down. Okay, for being over a certain age. We attack you for being over a certain age. That is not why we're attacking you. We're attacking you because you're acting like a child for a 40-year-old woman. And I know you're 38. But canonically, in my head, you are 40. Alright? But it's not over being 40. Again, completely misrepresenting the argument. We're not attacking Robert Downey Jr. or I don't know, Johnny Depp. They're older than you. Your age isn't the problem. It's how you're acting. For advocating for human rights. Guys, how much do you want to bet she's talking about abortion? And how much do you want to bet she believes that people have the right to life? Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she doesn't believe that, actually. You know what, Pizzacake? Come on here right now. We'll debate. I'll debate you live on chat. We'll have a discussion. Okay, I don't even want to frame it as a debate. I want to say it as we'll have a discussion about. I'll try to get you to recognize why everything is happening. I'll tell you. I'll give you all the cheat codes. I've been following this whole situation. I've read every thread. I've read every single subreddit post about what's happening. And nobody messaged her either to get her to come on. I know she's not here. I know she's not going to come on. But I'll tell you everything, all right? I'll help you out. You'll no longer be a lolcow if you just hear me out and listen to what I'm saying. And I'll try to explain to you why people think the things that you've done are wrong, all right? You should be thanking me. I'm giving you a one-time opportunity. Message me anytime, and we'll have a discussion about why this is happening. We'll see what's going on. Maybe you'll renounce all the things you've done that, you know, I'm explaining to you that are wrong. And then guess what? The internet will actually respect you. And then that'll be that. Easy. All you got to do is talk. All you got to do is reach over to the other side. And don't DMCA. That's the one thing you shouldn't do. If you do that,
Tremble before the scourge.
A DMCA will be like a nuke. That'll be like starting World War III on YouTube. Criticizing us is why I dislike Jacksepticeye now. After George Floyd, he preached about racism in America and has gone woke since then. $4.99. Thank you, Curtain Call. Here's my full opinion on George Floyd. I'll give it now. Some of you are a lot more like, I see it more neutrally. I think that Derek Chauvin actually did not have a very good police record. I know that. Now, he had 18 complaints after like 15 years, and you may think that's not a lot, but some of the like actual complaints that I saw were pretty detailed. And they were like actually like borderline, not borderline. I would say they actually go into the territory of abuse. Like abuse of power for a cop. And not all of it was his fault, I think. I think like some of the training that they did at that department was outdated, which is no surprise to anyone, I don't think. Obviously, George Floyd is not a decent person, right? He had quite a tough history. But I think in the moment, if we're looking at this from like a completely legal perspective, I think even though he didn't have his knee on his neck, and obviously that's not what the coroner report said for his, like it wasn't suffocation or asphyxiation. I still think compressing the chest may have led to even more stress on his body after all the fent he took. Like, I don't think he would have lived either way. But I think the police definitely should have been more, like, attentive to him. Like, that's unfortunately what you have to do. Even if you're a piece of shit, I still think, in that moment, the police absolutely need to be attentive to whoever, if they're having, like, a medical issue. And I don't think that was done, obviously, in a timely manner. I know they did call the, what's it called? The ambulance. But I think it was really poorly handled. Which is why it got so big, right? Like, there was a lot of angles to it, but yeah. Chauvin was trained to do that technique? I know he was trained to do it. I know. But he was doing it at a time when I think it was clear the guy, like, they found the drugs on him. Did they find it before or after? Because I think it was pretty obvious he was having a drug episode, right? At least my perspective, like my opinion. Yeah, why were any medics on the scene? I think they did come at some point, but I mean, it's a city. I'm not sure. Hey man, greeting from Israel. What's up? It's nice seeing you live. I'm gonna be honest, the whole Pizzacake stuff is overblown and petty. Personally, I skip every Pizzacake video because I'm tired of this drama. Hey man, thank you for the money. I don't know what the conversion rate on that is, but 30 is a number I like. But thank you, and it's okay, man. It's okay. Dude, like I said, I wouldn't have made any more videos on it had she just left my channel alone. That's really all I want. I just want her to leave my fucking channel alone. Alright? I have to stand up for censorship. I'm not going to be censored. Like, I have to stick to my principles. Defend being able to change one's gender, but sure, let's say gender and sex are independent. Then why does changing one's gender involve changing attributes related to sex? That is a good question. Gender and sex meant the same thing. Gender was just a kid's version of sex. Sorry, I'm reading some of the... Have you watched the full video? They were very nice to him until he started crashing out. Yeah. But there's certain steps you have to take when someone does crash out, and I think him being like going from crashing out to being completely silent should have been a good sign that this person was having a medical issue, right? Like once someone starts to like crash out, not like their body starts to crash out, not them, then you have to take extra protocol, right? Okay, hear me out. What if VTuber Reddit? VTuber Reddit? What do you mean? Like a Reddit full of VTubers? A VTuber subreddit? Anyway, sorry. I got distracted. I don't know why. We're gonna raise a floppa, don't worry. For defending myself against advocating for human rights. For defending myself against harassment. Oh, and thank you for the 2. Thank you for the 2 so much. Is that Australian money? You're Australian, right? I'm pretty sure. Or for literally anything they don't like. I still don't like that she uses such broad language. Attack me. What does that mean? That could mean like a billion things. If they want so badly to be left alone and to do their own thing, why be so involved with everyone else's business?
Tremble before the
I want to be
scourge.
left alone by the government. Obviously, I want my privacy as well. But this is a public forum you posted all of this stuff on. This is all public. So it's free to be criticized by the public, just like any of my videos. Don't tread on me refers to the government. I get your point and respect it. You do your thing, and that's why I'm here. Also, the yellow supas are around 8 to 9 USD. Now I'm going back to the trenches to defend my country. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, the whole Israel-Gaza stuff is just a really prolonged war that just hasn't ended. I'm sure your government and the other governments have done horrible things to each other's people, and I'm sorry you're dealing with that. And good luck. I wish you're safe. I hope you're safe. Stay strong, man. And cool. Thank you. For the 30 zigzag money. That's what I'll call it. Thank you, Triple X Medic, for gifting a membership to the memes. Or Certified Base God. I'm not a big fan of the government. 30 on 30. I'm not a big fan of the government. I love that song, dude. Fucking Piccolo. But anyway. I have the freedom to be in your business, and you have the freedom to be in my business. If whatever your business is completely public. Let me speak, Piccolo. They need to hear this.
Tremble before the scourge.
Good night. Whoever said good night. Oh, I think it was Frank's Eye. Sorry, Frank's Eye, Leo. I didn't say your name. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the 20, I think. Somewhere around there. If I'm doing a conversion in my head properly. Putin pays me to post. $2. An hour late, but what I missed. Not much, really, because these motherfuckers just keep sending me money. Rachel, with another gifted sub. Or membership, sorry. To Matt Hardy, 999. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to revitalize the way I'm doing the list. Because you guys just keep giving me so much. But thank you so much to Putin pays me to post.
Tremble before
Oh my god.
the scourge.
Okay, I was gonna talk about this again. But actually let's go here. Let's go here real quick. Hey Based, I'm thinking of making deep dive essay type documentary videos about political and historical inaccuracies that radicalizes people and perpetuate division. Any tips for me? Love you guys. Cheese Stick Fanatic with $10. Thank you so much. If you're doing a documentary style type video, I would say that your script is going to be your most important thing. So focus the most on getting everything right. That's what I would say. Because you don't want to be called out in the comments, because making like just even a single mistake, people will point out and they'll drive you home on it. So just be careful with that. But thank you for the 10. And get a good mic if you're doing documentary style, and try to do something unique for the background. Like, I would say make it more than gameplay, or make your videos high quality, or as high as quality of quality as you can with the time that you have. Because I'll watch them. I'll watch them on stream and stuff if they're good. $2 Australian is 50 cents USD conversion. You're welcome. Thank you. Damn, that sucks. 4 times? Really? 4 times? Muhammad Ammar bin Mad Slim. I'm not American, by the way. I couldn't have guessed, brother. I couldn't have guessed.
Tremble before the scourge.
Oh my gosh, dude. My chat's fucked up again. I can't. Okay. Fangside Leo again with $10, I think. Every war is a war because our leaders are not risking their necks out there. They are being generous with the citizens' lives. That's messed up. True, and guys, not every Israeli citizen, believe it or not, likes their government. Just like barely any American citizens also like their government. And not all Jewish people in America, religious or ethnic, like Israel. Or care what Israel's doing. Who would have guessed? But thank you. And yeah, man, it sucks. It sucks. That's why I like Trump a lot. In terms of him, like, keeping the peace, essentially. Trying to reduce the levels of conflict or the escalations. The leader of Hamas isn't even in the country he claims to love. I'm not surprised at all. I'm Malaysia. Oh, can you give a brief synopsis on the situation? Haven't the faintest idea why there's beef with an artist. She a propagandist? Okay, to catch... I doubt very few of you... I doubt, like, most of you don't know what's going on. I think everybody pretty much knows what's going on. But, essentially, I made 2 videos. 2 videos. One was criticizing her comics, and the second one was me looking at a Kiwi Farms thread on her. Now, she didn't like the second video, but what she didn't like more was the fact that I used her art in the thumbnails. So, she threatened to DMCA me, which on YouTube is like literally casting Avada Kedavra. It's like one of the like 3 cursed spells. You just don't do it, alright? Unless they're literally taking your content and just posting it and claiming it's their own. You never DMCA claim, because there's so much room for transformation, which is what you have to do in order to make it fair use, right? And that got around, and she got she got doxxed by a certain group. I'm not going to name them because I was told not to name them for whatever reason. I don't know why. But you can probably find out who did it. And she started crashing out because she thought it was because of me and my community, when me and my community basically had, like, we don't care. I made videos, keep in mind. I didn't know this happened until 2 days later. And then that's when I made a post about it. And I woke up the next morning and everything exploded. So, and then she got that video taken down for defamation, just like she did this one right here. And so I promised her that every time she takes down my video in Canada, that I will make a video or do something related to her just to spread it more. Because it's bullshit. I can't undo this. She just claims it's a defamation. And because the people who either check yes or check no to go along with the defamation claim or not, basically barely speak English, probably, and don't care. They'll always side on the claimant to avoid liability. Yeah, there's nothing I can do, so I can't get these videos back in Canada. And so that is essentially the back and forth. And then I made a diss track, which you can watch. It's one of the more recent ones about it. But anyway, €6, I think, from DJFHFJ. Greetings from the Netherlands. Your videos are good background noise while doing work. Thank you. I feel that the exact same way when I'm watching Asmongold. I usually clean the house and listen to his videos. But thank you so much. I love the Netherlands, by the way. You guys have a beautiful country. Matt Hardy 999 with $2. 4 a.m. in Georgia. Go Dogs. Nice. I like Georgia. I've been to Atlanta. Defamation? What was defaming in that video? I was just reporting on the publicly available information that some thread said. So nothing. Gotta run, big cats. Thanks for the stream. Would you mind plugging my channel? I'm live streaming tomorrow at 12:30 a.m. Eastern time. Everyone is welcome. Guys, if you remember, tomorrow at 12 a.m. Eastern, go check XXX Medic out. I think he does card content. That's mainly why I watch him. Thank you so much. Go check him out. Go subscribe. Putin pays me to post again with the 5. Thank you so much, man. We should send her to Gitmo, have her listen to Radiohead on repeat. Radiohead's too good of a band though for her. We should play like Cupcake, that one rapper. Just play that on repeat. But anyway, I will keep answering questions. Oh my god, $10. One last note. Me, my father, and my 18-year-old brother are getting drafted together. Guess this is family bonding time. The zigzag money is Jewish gold shekels. Oh man. I know you guys have mandatory conscription. I hope you make it, man. Me and my chat will be cheering you on. Stay safe. Stay safe, dude. Holy shit. I hope you all make it. But yeah, let's... Sorry, you guys are probably hearing two things. But yeah, everything she said in this is basically complete bullshit.
Tremble before the scourge.
I don't know why she says it. Why don't you draw a shitty version of Pizzacake's characters and just use that for thumbnails? I guess I could do that. I don't know. Thank you for the 5, Stray Dog. Yeah, I mean, I could do it, but I don't know. I like using my rights. Let's just say I like using my rights. Oh my god, dude. Okay. It wants to be a pain in the ass. All right, it's raise a floppa time. And Q&A. I'll answer any of your questions as well. I just wanted to make this a chill stream, but you guys are, Holy shit. You guys are putting a lot of pressure on me. Do I like Angry Birds? I really loved the old Angry Birds. Hairline check? Fine. There you go. Look at that hairline. Look at that. I got my hair. Do I look like Asmongold to you?
Tremble before the scourge.
Oh my god. I lost the game because the moderators kicked me because my floppa died? What?
Tremble before the scourge.
Don't worry, I'm probably going to be on technical support cleaning toilets. Only 30% of military personnel are in purely combat roles. Most of them are desk job or housekeepers. Good, good. Play it safe. Get that bag and play it safe. Hell yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the 10 again. Sweetos, $2. Pizzacake wants you to do OnlyFans with her. Trust. Oh, God. Okay, okay, hold up. Apparently we have to keep the floppa alive or we're just gonna fucking die. So, let me figure out how to do that real quick. It's at fucking 98% hunger. Okay, it's taking a shit. How do you feel about Ron Paul? I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know much about Ron Paul, like in terms of his like specific positions or whatever. Guys. Oh, okay. How rich are you on Roblox? I think I have like, so my hat right now is worth 5,000 Robux. And my antlers are worth, I think 1,000. And I also have 1,000 Robux. How to get single real quick? Facts. Of all the people too. Of all the fucking people. Okay, guys, my fucking flop is gonna die. Hold up. I don't know. I'm gonna get kicked. How do you feed them? Oh my god. He's about to die. I don't know. I have $5? Oh, did I fill the bowl? Oh my god, I didn't fill the bowl. I got kicked again. $87 worth of Robux? Yeah, it's too bad I can't convert it. Oh, click on the floppa to get money? Oh, okay. Okay, shit. Oh my god. What, am I extorting? Am I extorting it? Oh my god, dude. He does not drop much money. Oh, I gotta keep the happiness up. Okay, I gotta get food. Let me get food. Put it in the bowl. Shit. Did it just shit a bag of... Oh, it did. Okay. Clean as shit for cash? Oh, is that a case? Floppas can actually consent? How do you know that? Oh, I also got the pet. As you can see. Dude, this thing is a piece of shit. Sorry, his. It's a male floppa. Okay, I gotta get more. Roommate, price free, bug him for rent. Oh, okay. Calendar. Oh, poster. Oh, I don't have enough. Okay, he dropped one. When did I start becoming based? That's a good question, because do you want to know some lore? The first time I was allowed to register, I actually registered Democrat. Because I didn't know anything about politics, really. Well, I did, but I didn't care that much, you know? And I didn't vote. I've never, oh. And I don't think I've ever voted in a primary. And yeah, I had a green screen. Oh shit, oh shit. This dude's hungry. No! Fuck! Dude! It wouldn't let me, he wouldn't fucking move. I couldn't fill the bowl. Oh, fuck you. Okay. Fill the bowl. Okay. It doesn't send me all the way back. It doesn't send me all the way back. I'm going to go get some late night snacks. I do want some late night snacks. I actually have watermelon.
Tremble before the scourge.
Actually, wait. Hold up, guys. There's something else I want to cover, too. Let me leave that. Actually, you know what? You know what? We'll make the stream based again. I know the perfect subreddit. Putin pays me to post Ted Kaczynski or Timothy McGive. Who the fuck are either of these people? Give me a description of both of them, and I'll trust you. I think it's time. I wanted to cover this too. Let's see if I can open tab and new. Oh my god. It won't let me. Bro doesn't know the Unabomber. No, I don't. Actually. It's one of the... Yeah, I don't. I've heard of him. I've heard all the references. But... I don't actually know really anything about that situation. How do I open this so I can read it? Maybe I'll just try to make it big for you guys. Like this. Am I gonna oil up? Probably not. Not tonight. Okay, let me move this over here. Let me move this right here. Okay. How's it going, based? Pretty good. All right, so this is Pizzacake addressing her comic.
Tremble before the
her
scourge.
Infamous comic that, by the way, she had her patrons vote on. One. And two, It got removed from Patreon because it was like too crazy. Like Patreon did not fucking like it. Nella, with 2 more Australian dollars, 50 cents. Thank you. Mods give him history lesson 8 paragraphs long. Look, I'll look into it later. All right, I'll look into it later. How about that? All right. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm sorry. I like your videos. Good luck, Floppa. Oh, because you're Floppa. Thank you. Hey, Base, what do you think about the nickname for her? Oh, my nickname for her, Pizza Cuck Comics. She's not the cuck, though. That's the thing. Maybe if it was her husband. Anyway, on Pizzacake drawing grape comics of people who disagree with her. I am the author of the comic, and I can give you context if you like. I'm sure this is not going to be manipulated in any type of way at all. I'm sure it's all going to be fine. You know what? Let me change the stream title because I think we're going to have to raise a floppa another time. I'm sorry, guys. Because I actually have a decent amount to go through since I'm not making like a formal video on it. Sorry, let me... There we go. All right. The comic in question was 100% intended to be kinky, consensual roleplay / teasing stuff. I'm sorry, Snoot. I'm sorry. I have to cover this. Yeah, I'll clip this stream as a video. I'll do that. Fair enough. So, this is a lie. She literally intended it to be one of her haters, which, by the way, wouldn't be someone who would want this to happen. Like, he is clearly tied down. And it's, like, given all the context, it wouldn't be logical at all for it to just be kink and consensual. Like, nothing about the context behind what she was trying to do was in any way kink or consensual. And also, imagine if I made a comic where I drew myself tying her down. Would she just consider this all of a sudden kinky and consensual? I don't think so. I think, in fact, I would be very, very hated. Anyway, I like to draw kinky sub-dom things from time to time, which my patrons could vouch for. Yes, but you asked your patrons what they wanted to see, and they told you they wanted to see her fucking her haters.
Tremble before the scourge.
It's that simple. She doesn't ever mention any of this, by the way. Idako the Tricky. Idako, okay. Came to see the hotel room chair enjoyer losing their mind. Was not disappointed. $10. Thank you so much. And yes, I don't think anyone is disappointed. I think the best part about a lol cow is that it's all self-inflicted. She could just apologize. She could just say like, "Hey, I was wrong to do this."
Tremble before the scourge.
And here we are. we have to read paragraphs of excuses for why she drew herself doing very gross things to supposedly someone she doesn't like, and her trying to explain how he does actually like being tied down in her basement and it wasn't kinky. Like, okay. Oh, I mean, and it was kinky and it was all consensual and this is totally normal. I don't know why this has Oh, okay. I don't know why this has some of the Actman versus Quantum TV vibes, where Quantum is Pizzacake. I wonder if she has done this with other creators at the same level. I don't think she has, or I would have seen it. I think I am actually the first one who she is having a full crash out over. So... oh, man. Again, Rachel, holy shit. The only disappointed people are Pizzacake's parents. Damn. I don't want to bring her family into it other than the husband, because the husband is also the other responsible one. But yeah, if I were her parents, I mean, if I were her parents, man. Especially when you have kids. Like, come on, man. Will you put the diss track you made on Spotify? Probably at some point. But anyway, I would never advocate, and thank you so much again for the 10, Rachel, and Idako the Tricky. I would never advocate for Grape or anyone praising Grape. That's absolutely disgusting. I am a victim of Grape, and I know firsthand how terrible and life-altering it can be. If that is true, Pizzacake, I'm very sorry to hear that. So why would you draw yourself doing it to someone else if you know how terrible and life-altering it is? Even if it is some random alter ego that hates you. Why would this even come to mind? And you claim it's kink. I don't think that makes it any better. I don't think that makes it any better at all. Anyway, the comic had came with additional comments and context on my Patreon page. Like, it's okay. The context does not help you. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, if people want to do that, that's fine. I'm not gonna stop them. I don't think anyone should. At least not the government. But anyway, people seem to be interested in totally misinterpreting it to try to smear me or make me out to be somehow pro-Grape, which is an awful character attack. There's no other way to interpret it, though. Like, given all the context, this is the most logical conclusion to what you did. Even Patreon agreed. If what they said was true and Patreon took it down because it was too wild, even they agreed. So I'm just taking Patreon's stance at the end of this, at the end of the day. I had a comic with additional comments and context on my Patreon page. If it was so obvious, then why would you need anything else? Like, if it was this obvious to you. This is 100% intended to be kinky. I would never ever advocate for one. Oh god, I'm doing it. I'm going to make a documentary video, but first I need to pick a subject. Also, microphone suggestion. I'm not the richest in the slightest, but I can save money. I would say, under 250, easy. Get one of my mic. I have an AKG P120. That's my mic. And this mic has served me well for years. It's $100. That's all you need. I love this mic so much. And use the extra money on the stand. Unless you're including that. Then it should be perfectly within your budget. But anyway, we wouldn't want to see a man accused of rape or assault without literally any or very flimsy evidence. So let's not do it to people just because we disagree with their opinions or political beliefs. Again, you're just deflecting. I want her to articulate why she thinks people are mad. I know she does it. Like she builds a straw man, right? She straw mans constantly. But I want her to actually try to steel man what I'm saying and what others are saying. I've never seen her ever do that. Like to steel man our argument and then actually address the points on it. It's always some type of misdirection or changing of how that situation actually is. I'll tell you this. People have previous traumas. They tend to not to talk about it because they don't want to relive such memories, so I don't buy this. Nellup, thank you again for probably 50 cents, like $1.50. Thank you. It's people react differently. I will say that's probably true for most people, but some people like deal with it differently. Like I think Jordan Peterson said it well, where some people either completely reject it or some people become the thing that they hate. But I mean, you had to draw this. You had to sit there and think about this for a long time or a decent amount of time when you were making the comic. Like this isn't something you just typed and said out of nowhere or said this would be funny if I did this. No, you sat down and you actually completed it from start to finish. Multiple panels, by the way. Anytime I try to defend myself or explain this on Reddit, I get so downvoted that nobody can see my response. Trust me, we can see your response, alright? Nobody is not seeing your response. We can see it. This is just playing the victim and being defensive. Oh, just wait. Anytime I try to defend myself or explain this on Reddit, I get downvoted so nobody can see my response. People brigade my social media accounts and attack any of my followers who defend me. One of your followers said that I needed to have my knees taken out with a 2x4 plank. Now, not all of your followers, I'm sure, are crazy. And I'm sure my followers have said maybe similar things and I didn't catch it. Because if I did catch it, I would ban you. I'm not trying to advocate for violence or have that on my thing. But it was very clearly on your account. You had to have seen it. I know you've seen it. We all, us content creators, we will read the stuff that people are saying about us because we want to be aware of what's going on. I know you saw that and it was still up. And it got likes too. Oh god, it's getting a little loud. Okay, anyway. I am currently undergoing a dox and lots of threats from some very intense people. They really want me to quit and are trying to make up anything they think will get people to hate me. And again, I'm sorry you're going through that. You shouldn't go through, you shouldn't get doxxed, you shouldn't get threatened. And yes, the people who are attacking you are very intense people. Obviously, if they're doing it. But We don't want you to quit making comics. We just want you to quit lying and quit bullshitting us and quit gaslighting and just take accountability. And that's one of the key tenets of a lolcow. They just don't take accountability ever. It's always some deflection, a straw man, or a complete rewriting of history. But I wanted to throw this explanation out there because this seems like a reasonable thread. I really am horribly sorry if anyone saw that comment and felt triggered or assumed the worst. I would never advocate for that. And again, I'm sorry you feel that way is not an apology. It's just not. It works in some instances when the situations are different, but this is not one of those situations. This is just straight up not an apology. I hate YouTube drama, I really do. This has transcended YouTube. This is this is on Reddit. This is in a lot of places. All right? It's not just this. She wrote an entire essay. I'm not reading all that. Good, because I am. You don't have to read anything. You can just listen. And they hate you because of the actions you take. They don't just hate you out of nowhere. Nobody hates anyone out of nowhere. But anyway, I wanted to throw this explanation out there because this seems like a reasonable thread. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I would never advocate for any of that. Sorry. I can be a little kinky and like to draw that kind of stuff occasionally on only my private paid walled accounts and not publicly. Again, if this was just you being kinky, nobody would give a shit. We might call it cringe. Sure. We might call it degenerate that you're drawing this stuff. Because I mean, I think porn in general is degenerate, like any form of it or whatever. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't really matter. You wouldn't be getting the response you would if it was just you drawing kinky stuff. But anyway, if you read this far, thanks for listening. I hope I've been able to earn your trust and respect. Despite you not representing the situation fairly in any way. After years of showing my views about human rights and equality and anti-harassment, for you to know I am not someone that would ever want to harm any other person. You're literally taking my revenue away from me because you don't like my criticisms of you that are all public. Is that not some form of harm? Even the people, even if it's a little amount, right? Like, only 4% of my audience is Canadian. But let's see, let me bring this up. Edit for my spelling. My hands are very shaky trying to type this out. It's horrifying to have people come after you and attack your character nonstop. I'd also like to then change your character. I'd also like to point out their main sources is literally Kiwi Farms, an evil site dedicated to harassing content creators, sometimes to the point of game ending. Kiwi Farms literally just documents stuff. They have a rule called don't tip the cow. You know what that means? It means if you get caught interacting on Kiwi Farms and trying to interact with the creator themselves, you get banned. And they don't advocate for that, by the way. They just document. They're observers. And they just use what's publicly available. Or whatever became publicly available, unfortunately. Like, I agree. If you want to take down stuff that is paid content, I think you actually have the right to do that. What if the guys attacking her have read this? This whole post is just playing the victim. She provokes them. I low-key think she likes the attention. I'm not going to say I 100% know that, but I don't know, man. You wouldn't be this retarded if you didn't have, like, some other type of motive. Oh, God. This can't be accurate because these people don't like me. Ain't that something? I'm curious to see what comments. Oh shit! Let me change the size of this real quick. Oh, all right. We're gonna get it eventually. Here we go. All right. I'm curious to see what the supposed comments that added context to the post were before she deleted them. And now here's me engaging in some kinky roleplay where I pretend to fuck a hater and edge him for hours. Like, what the fuck? I know, she didn't even mention that. Good night, cheese stick fanatic. Because of course she wouldn't. If you added the context, people would actually have a reasonable response. She hosted a poll where a majority of her fans voted that she'll draw herself winning over a hater. Like, I can't fathom how a hater would consent to this. Exactly. Any reasonable human, if you don't obfuscate any of the context, any reasonable human would come to this conclusion. Imagine... Oh, okay. There's not that many comments, that's why. Let me move this down. I guess I need a little bit more. Okay. Imagine bitching about being doxxed after calling for someone to be doxxed because you couldn't just sue them anyway. Oh, sue them away. True, and I haven't actually gotten any... like real DMCA claims. So, I think she knows it's bullshit. So I've been blocked by Pizzacake, but despite being on this subreddit, I've never ever interacted with her before at all. Not even replying to any of her posts. This is common on Reddit, by the way. Interview podcasts with Comic Lab. Oh, God. Boys, should we watch it? Should we watch the interview? I think we should watch the interview. What do you... give me a 1 if you want to watch the interview. See ya, cheese stick fanatic. God damn, that's a lot of 1s. Did you steal that from Gamza? Steal what from Gamza? What would I steal from Gamza? Who's Gamza? Gamza isn't alive anymore, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, no, he's alive, but you know, his channel's gone. Or not gone, but he abandoned ship. Okay, let's try to look at the Comic Lab interview. There's 2 of them. There's 2 of them. Do you guys want to watch the first or the second? Both? Oh man. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me go to the bathroom because this interview is an hour long. And if it's boring, we'll skip it. But apparently, let me try to find it. Let me try to find the second one. I have the first one up. But let me go to the bathroom real quick. All right? Give me 1 second. All right. Sorry. I didn't mean to Hassan stream you guys. Let me try to find it. I'm trying to find it. I have the first one right here. One day ago. Is this it? You know what? We'll watch the first one first. And then I'll try to find the second while we're listening. How about that? No, it is not live. I don't know if this is copyright music, so.
Split up in the morning, you know, and I'm traditionally, you can kind of tiptoe across the room and you know, head to brush your teeth or whatever. And
yeah,
my ankles
can you guys
now
hear it
in the morning?
Give me a 1 if you can hear it.
I guess
fine.
the virtue of getting older, they're just like, it's like snack, crackle, and pop, and they are loud. They are loud in the morning. Like, it sounds like someone violently opening a trapper keeper, like snap, crackle, and crack, you know, that kind of thing.
Or like squeezing bubble wrap, that kind of sound.
Yeah, or just like wrapping a leg of lamb with tin foil. Like, that's what my ankles sound like now. And so I see the wincing. I like, you know how, have you ever had this where you're watching your significant other as you're tiptoeing across the room to make sure you're not waking them up? I'm watching her, and I have no control over it. My ankles, as I'm doing my gentle ankle warm-ups.
Why does the music keep going?
Tremble
That's,
before the
oh my god,
scourge.
it's bothering me. Why is the music's like a little too loud? It keeps going on and on. Skip to her part.
People Inc.
And I'm his friend Dave
Okay.
Kellett, owner of Crackly Ankles and cartoonist of Drive and Sheldon and co-director of Stripped.
And this week's Hour of Comics Advice is made possible by your support at patreon.com/comiclab. So Dave, Let's talk comics.
Let's talk comics, my friend. We got a big show for everybody, and a reminder that you could be watching the show live with our friends over at the Comic Lab Live.
This feels
Gab.
like AI
That's over at
podcast.
patreon.com/Comic Lab, where you can watch the stream every Tuesday morning.
We got to get past
Brad
the
and I are waving the
sponsorships.
camera right now, and there's comments, considerations in base there. A lot of go and where to display topic.
There's each one of them a question is main edit though. So let's all the time. And that there are lots of own and control your own work. What we're saying specifically is that you should have a website.
Yes.
Because you don't
It has no
truly
comments.
own and control your own work until you have a website. Think about it. Even if it seems outlandish to you, any place you post your comic that you don't own, they can change the rules at any time and either kick you out or create something that's untenable
I guess it's
for
not
you.
an interview.
If at any
I should
time
change
somebody
the
can
title
change
to
the
be more
rules
specific.
and you don't have access to that audience anymore, you don't own and control your own work. So yes, there's a place you can post your stuff.
Oh my God.
Facebook,
Yap.
Instagram, in my opinion, I think you the admiration for my paltry 60 or so consistent likes or comments on Instagram and Facebook, and some of my friends. I know that it's a really small sum of folks, and I want to test out a larger audience. I do have a website. I'm not afraid to use it. But
I like that phrasing. Sorry, I'm not on people's heart. Great.
that ain't gonna happen. Do that in plain language that you can understand, right? You and not only that, but a lot of times I can't guarantee you they're going to do that for you, but sometimes they'll just say, "Hey, Brad, give me your approval, and I'll just go in there and fix it for you."
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
And I would love to get your thoughts, Brad, on this. Step away from my comics, and I just want to tell you, it feels like it at the moment, but it is not the end of the world to have to step away and to honor your real world commitments.
Oh
to
my
your
God,
family,
dude!
to health, whatever.
Is she actually on here?
Principal and the teacher. I never really thought it would go.
Ellen approaches both.
I just realized that's a
We got
play on
it.
word.
We got
sounds
it.
like
We got it.
piece of
We got it.
cake. It's pizza cake.
Okay. Here, let me.
And she does on what we were comics. Reddit.
Here we go.
We're like, oh, I'm in the show to mention and make a smart decision.
Here we go.
So
Here we go.
Now's a great time in the show to
We got it.
mention this. We talked about in the past couple of shows that we both kind of had rediscovered Reddit, and now that we both started tracking Reddit more, we're like, oh my gosh. There's a person over there doing some phenomenal comics, and we both became very
phenomenal
intrigued, on what we were seeing. This person's name is Ellen Woodbury, and she does a comic called Pizzacake. By the way, I just realized that's a play on word. It sounds like piece of cake. It's pizza cake. Now that I said it out loud,
Ladies and gentlemen, Brad Geiger.
Holy cats, what a great title for a comic. Anyway,
wow.
we immediately reached out and said, Ellen, you got to come on the show and talk about your comic with us. And she very nicely said yes.
Yeah, and we are huge fans of the way Ellen approaches both the drawing style, her writing style, the way she markets her comic. And so this was a delightful chance for us to sit down with Ellen and to talk with her about her journey these last 2 years. And here we go.
Well, listen, I'm really excited this week because we've got a fantastic cartoonist along with us to talk
some fantastic
comics. And talk shop with. We've got Ellen from Pizzacake. Now, if you've been on Reddit recently, or if you've been just about anywhere, you've probably seen Pizzacake. If not, you can see the entire archive at pizzacakecomic.com. But Ellen, we are thrilled to have you here to talk shop with us. Welcome to Comic Lab.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It is a dang delight. I have to say, both Brad and I
Damn, they're
independently,
simping, bro. You're
fell
right.
in
They're
love with your
simping hard.
line art style, with your sense of humor, with your entire approach to comics. So we wanted to get you on because it's also fun to have someone whose style is so very different
I'm sorry,
from
I'm not a
ours,
flopper.
to talk shop and to see how you do what you do. So
Oh my
just
God.
from the starting point, for folks who have never seen it before, why don't you give just a quick introduction to what the comic is?
Well, the comic is basically me, my life, my family, my cats, and a bunch of ridiculous scenarios, either real or fictional. I would say a lot of them are actually probably based on things that have happened or loosely based on things that have happened to us. I started doing
Based on things that have happened to us. Okay. Let's go to her account. Let's go to her account. Oh shit, wrong one. Let's look at these. Let's look at these comics while we on her public account. Oh, by the way, did you guys see this? Guys, look at this. Oh shit. Fuck. Tell me what's wrong with the shotgun. Can anyone you guys see this, right? You guys see this? Do I have any gun people in the chat? Oh my. Can you guys guess what her opinion on gun control is? If she, can you imagine she has one? Like, where's the trigger? Where's the stock? What's all the where's the energy gonna go? It's just gonna shoot right by you. Maybe like break your nose. Yeah, it's on her back. Like the rest of the gun is just here behind, you know, the parts that you can't see. It goes all the way down her back. But there's nothing that wraps around. Like, this gun is going to go everywhere. I swear that's AI. Dude, it's so stupid. I think AI could do better. I think AI could draw this gun better. Someone holding this gun better. Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to cut us off. Oh shit, I think I got. There is no trigger, pal. €250. Thank you, brother friend. I think I missed some donations. I'm very sorry. Thank you so much. I'll look
during
I'll go look for them.
Lockdown.
Anyway.
As I imagine lots of people probably started projects.
Let's go back to this.
During lockdown, as I imagine lots of people probably started projects during that time, and I never really thought it would go anywhere.
She said this
I'd always
before.
Just been drawing little cartoons in my
I don't
spare
think she's
time,
lying
and
about
then
it.
A few people got a hold of them and started showing them to other people, and it just kind of spiraled. But it was definitely meant to just be like me and my family with these little cartoons
not
with
bots.
me and my friends
People.
shared and laughed at, and then it just kind of got out of hand.
Well, I have to say, as an outsider looking in, for being a COVID project, I feel like it's really picked up a huge head of steam. I mean, again, say it from an outsider looking in, but do you feel like you're like, oh wow, this is really humming along already?
Oh, Nella, thank you
for
for the
Oh
4.
my gosh, yeah.
Or
every day.
$2. You can usually speed up 2 times
I'm
speed.
supposed to just be doing this for like a couple months just to have.
But I want to listen. I want to be sure I hear everything. Gang, she doesn't know how to gun. She doesn't. Toxic handsome. She couldn't just look up someone shooting a gun and draw it. Like, are you that lazy? Are you that lazy that you can't just look up? Someone shooting shotgun, because she got the pump. Like, she knows. She couldn't look up this? This is the first result. This is the first result. It's that simple. She's holding it like a rocket launcher. Oh my god.
Now it's like at the forefront of my mind every day. I'm like, gotta, get working on the comics. I gotta get ready for my next post. I gotta do something for the patrons on Patreon. It's so amazing how social media and the internet kind of keeps us all connected in this crazy day and age.
Well, by comparison, you started an amazing comics project during lockdown. I started gardening during lockdown. By contrast, my tomatoes long since dead. Very fallow garden. Like didn't work at all. Your comic is skyrocketing and doing amazing. So tell, when you were a kid,
if I draw a realistic gun, I'm contributing to gun violence.
Were you working for the school?
Yeah, you're teaching people how to use it.
Yeah, I wasn't on the school yearbook team, definitely. I think they just hired me to draw stupid cartoons and like make cartoons of the principal and the teachers and people they didn't like, probably. Definitely got in trouble for drawing on all of my tests and drawing on everything, pretty much. Everything short of doing like graffiti art on the side of buildings. I think that was my whole childhood, really. Probably started very young as like a toddler. Probably.
You want to know something? Give me a 1 if you want to see Ellen's good art. I'll admit it. She's got some stuff that actually isn't that bad. Honestly. No. I'll show you it real quick. Oh man. Let me play it. Let me play this and I'll see if I can find it. It's pretty far back. Let me see if I can find it.
Everyone starts to realize that they want to do something especially as fun as drawing. So definitely my parents were like,
I'm not reading chat
actually,
at the moment.
It's not just stick people. You can draw. Like, keep doing it. You're going to make us $1 million someday. So, I don't think they meant many artists. I was like, I don't think we're going to be rich.
Not a whole lot of millionaire artists out there.
Toxic Handsome, thank you so much. We need to push your art
Did you have any
somewhere
comic
else.
projects before this? Like, were you working on different projects that just never
She's
made
free
it to
to
the
post
web,
it wherever,
or just never made it,
I
or
don't
maybe
care.
had different directions?
That's her right.
Yes, I did a little one called Dial Tones.
Let me see if I can find it.
People who worked in a call center, because I worked in a call center for years and it was fun. And then I stopped working in call centers and I kind of didn't have any material for it anymore. But I submitted it to a contest that was run in Nova Scotia and it won. So I got like a 10-week run in our local paper and it was like in color. And I was like, wow, I could actually, that was my first thought of like, oh, maybe I could do something like professionally with cartoons. It never really crossed my mind before.
And would you say that comic had or shared a style, or was it a very different look than the one you have now?
Very similar. Very similar.
Okay.
It was me, but blonde, I guess. Like the main character was loosely based off me. She didn't have glasses, but she was blonde. But I would say if you saw it, you would be like, oh, that's Pizzacake.
Almost self-insert.
She ripped off this comic.
Well, your style now, because I'm actually sort of curious, is it, it's such a clean line. Is it vector, or are you drawing in raster and then just it's super clean?
I'm trying to find it.
Oh,
Sorry,
it's
guys.
definitely vector. I think I'm drawing it in pencil, and then I have the worst possible process, I think, for any comic artist. I draw it in pencil, then I take a picture of it on my phone, and then I upload it and draw it with the mouse in vector in Adobe Illustrator.
Oh,
so
I found it.
I found it. Clunky process, but it works for the way I want it to, so I'm fine with it.
I found it, guys.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I found it here. Oh, here it is. Polintic. So all this background stuff is, I believe, stuff she did. Like, look at this. It's better than what she's doing now. Like, I would rather see this, to be honest. Like, this is actually, like, somewhat appealing. You can say it's mid, sure, right? It's not, like, the craziest art we've ever seen. But, like, I like this. I like it better. I like it better. It's not inflammatory. There's nothing crazy about it. Like, even something like this, like, it's a basic graphic, right? But it doesn't look bad. Like, this looks pretty professional. Like, I could imagine this being on, like, the side of a building. She's hiding her talents? She's not hiding them. She's she's choosing the bag. She's choosing the Reddit updates. And yeah, she can draw a gun. Wow. She understands what a gun looks like. So it was laziness? It's brain rot. It's political fucking brain rot.
Tremble before the scourge.
Brother friend, thank you for the €5. Old art is Bathisly based? I don't know what that is. Let me know what that is. I'm not sure what that is. Like, oh. Tumblr ass drawings? Sure. But if she just did this, she would have no problems. Bro can't say Bathism? Bathistic? Bathisly? Let me look it up. Let me look it up real quick.
Bathist.
Oh, Bathist. Bathisly. Okay, sorry. My bad. But yeah. Yeah. The more you know, you know? Look at that. Check out her old art. That's all I gotta say. There, I'm actually promoting you. Look at that. Oh God.
That's
All
cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, and then what would you describe your writing process like? I mean, for Brad and I, both being dads, it's sometimes
process.
the writing process comes in chaos, but it also
Is it really that hard?
Like we have to seek.
Is the writing process? Let's look at the writing process. Oh shit. I sometimes forget that you're bigger, so much bigger than me. Ha ha, yup. It's kind of romantic that you could crush me with your bare hands, but you don't. What? I had to lie, cheat, and destroy the planet, but this deal is gonna make me rich. Ah, what's happening? What? Question mark. Business jerk is evolving. Billionaire learned tax evasion. Lobbying. Bigot blast. Spacewalk. That is the tough writing that we're talking about. Let's go back.
Like, I mean, cool. That's cool.
This is the writing
and then
process.
What would you describe your writing
result of
process
it.
like? I mean, for Brad and I, both being dads, it's sometimes the writing process comes in chaos, but it also comes like
Adios,
we have to
cheese
seek
stick.
out the quiet moments of
Thank
like
you
coffee
so much
in a room with no one
for
else
all the
around.
donations. Thank you.
What is your writing process like?
Usually it comes like from a lot of the chaos. I would say it's mostly just happening around me, and I'm like, I get my phone and I'm like, wait, I gotta write down that interaction because that was so stupid.
I gotta write about the American politics that's happening around me while I'm in Canada.
I'm like, kids, do that again. Do that exact same fight or whatever you were doing.
Yeah.
Or also, it's like when my kids leave for school. I don't know if you guys have the same thing where there's this moment where like everybody leaves your house. I'm lucky enough to work from home now, so my kids leave the house. Husband leaves for work, and I literally just like fall face down on my bed, and I'm like silent. And it's like all these things kind of, these thoughts flood over me, and I'm just like, no, I just need a moment to just lay here and like think, and then I'll like sort my thoughts out. I'll write some of them down. Sometimes I start with like a drawing of someone's face, of like a weird exaggerated face. I'm like, oh, I could make something around that. But yeah, it's never really. I have so many ideas. I have too many to write down, but it's a lot of stuff that happens to us.
That's fantastic. So writer's block has not been a problem yet in terms of ideas. That's great.
Knock on wood. I mean, it's not. Now it's
Well, guys, at least she doesn't have writer's block.
We just jinxed her. Yeah.
I know we just jinxed her. No, I was going to say, Ellen, ride that train as long as you can. That is, I hope nothing but that continues for you forever. That's great.
So now, Ellen, do your kids know that they're in the comic?
Yes. So I came into my daughter's room the other day to ask her if she wanted like something to eat. And I found this letter. She's like, can you give this to a YouTuber that I like? And I was like, first of all, I don't know any YouTubers. Like, I don't know. And she was like, hi, my name is Elizabeth. You might know me from Pizzacake Comic, where I am one of the stars. So it's like she is trying to leverage this comic to like meet YouTubers and like hang out with them. And
Nepotism.
I was like,
Nepotism.
she wants to be in every comic. She wants it to be her comic, I think. She's annoyed when she's not in it. But
that's delightful. That's delightful.
She's wheeling and dealing at a young age, I think.
And do the cats know that they're in the comic? Are they aware? Are they?
I
do
show
you find
them.
them being more performative?
I show them. I do pay them, in treats
Hey, yo, True
when
Blue,
they
what the fuck?
give me great ideas, and they seem pretty receptive to that. There's not been any strikes, there's not been any attacks or anything, so it's been good.
That's impressive just to get cats to be cooperative. So now, the question I've been wanting to ask you particularly is one of the ways that I particularly discovered your work is after Twitter started melting down and having problems. I opened up Reddit for the first time in years.
What do you mean by that?
Because I had long since decided, man, that's not for me. And
wait, guys, when did Elon buy Twitter again? Do you guys remember? 2022? I got 3 different years as the first answers. April of 2022? Okay. Oh! This is 2023. Oh my God. Okay, so he probably is talking about Elon.
I see you there, and then I saw you over and over and over again, and so now what I want to know is what's your approach to social media? Do you have a Reddit strategy? What has led to your success, particularly on Reddit?
I if I could bottle it up and sell it to people, I think I would. If I knew exactly what I was doing, I think it was a lot of interaction with the commenters and the people in the communities, the various communities. One of the first things that happened was is she gonna talk about the drama? I hope she talks about the drama. Made a comment. It was just such a silly comment, a comic about the difference between like cats and dogs. And it was like a cat's brain versus a dog's brain, and the dog was like, "I love you, loyalty, let's play," and the cat was like, "Eat, sleep, murder?" ? And then people were like, "It got traction," but it also like Reddit is
such
very,
a millennial.
can be
Holy
very
fuck.
harsh. So it was like so many comments. Just as you can imagine, just like some of the worst things that have ever been. But I thought it was hilarious, so I made a comic.
You did not think it was hilarious. Ayo, stop the cap. Ayo. She did not think that shit was hilarious. She probably crashed out the first time. She just got a wave. Damn.
talking about that and like about how like here was my experience, like, wow, I've never had so many comments, and they were all just like me reading the comments and smiling, but like a tear coming down my face.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like I made it. But I think people like that. And then there were other communities editing my comics to make me say stupid things or like whatever.
really?
And I got
Bone hurting juice. Can you guys guess what happened with Bone hurting juice when they started to edit her a little too hard? It's a subreddit that is meant to edit comics. Can you guess what happened? I bet you can't.
guess people thought I wouldn't like that, but I thought it was absolutely hilarious, and I started, I guess.
Yep. all pizza. Hey, you don't believe me? I have receipts. Oh. 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 Absolutely caught. Pizzacake Comics posts will be banned for the foreseeable future. I know I said I intended to unban them today, end of April, in the absence of unexpected circumstances. But it's clear based off comments today that there is still bad blood. And not only this. Let's look at let's see if we can find it. Here we go. I'm really annoyed to see so many people in here complaining and attacking the artist. Oh wait, this may be this is the wrong one. This is the wrong one. Actually, wait. I think they have a mega thing for it. Yeah, here's the timeline. Look at the long ass timeline, dude. It's so funny to see. God, the timeline. Okay, so as Pizzacake gained popularity on comics, she also gathered attention on comic parody communities, Bone Hurting Juice, and Comedy Necrophilia. She leaned into the popularity and even posted these 5 edits of her own comics on Comedy Necrophilia and this comic. Bone helping Juice, playfully thanking their community for her rise in popularity. She also posted her own Patreon link to these communities. Everything was fun and games until 5 months ago when Pizzacake's Patreon was suspended and removed for reports about violating the community guidelines involving non-consensual intimate imagery, likely due to her posting the link to the content in Comedy Necrophilia, including it in her signature on every comic, and having it on her Reddit profile. She posted these 2 text posts on her user page about the situation. She decided that this was caused by a brigade of stalkers from Bone Hurting Juice and instigated this conversation via mod mail threatening DMCA takedown of all of her content if they didn't ban her comics, which the mod agreed under the conditions that he informed the community why the post was being banned. This caused the mods of Bone Hurting Juice to make this post. So, I believe... Okay. Whew. I think... Okay, yep, here we go. Due to disagreements with Pizzacake Comics, she no longer wants her work to be posted to this subreddit with threat of legal action. Rules regarding harassment are still in effect. Do not harass Pizzacake regarding this decision. Meta posts and BHJ regarding this will be removed for related reasons. Users found violating this may face bans depending on the severity of offenses. If you have questions, please instead use the comments below this post. I really tried to be civil with this mod, but they made it impossible. I asked them to help curtail the assault, and people following me to my profile and other sites from the subreddit still happening today. I had to resort to legal action to stop from people leaking my paid content and spamming my content everywhere, flooding search engines with sometimes hateful edits that have my signature on the bottom. For years, I've been a chill person and arguably more accepting to people editing my stuff than most folk. It was fun for a while, but then y'all started stealing from me, sending threats and legit stalking. And the stealing she is probably referring to is people posting Patreon stuff, which obviously they shouldn't do. But still, stealing, like, that's not very... Be more specific, please. I know you never will, because it'll just make you look bad, but... Okay, anyway. It went too far. Touch grass if you feel the need to harass others. For those who just want to have fun and be playful, sorry others ruined it. I tried to make it work, but I gotta think about my own mental health, too. I literally asked this mod to help me and he told me to threaten legal action, so here we are. And he responded. When I asked for clarification regarding hate you were receiving from the subreddit, you made assertions that BHJ has a toxic culture. Okay, this is from her. There's a toxic mindset present. BHJ users seem to exclusively target content without permission for the sole purpose of attacking creators. I'm sure if other artists saw their work there and the constant insults and group attacks, they would make the same request to disallow it. I don't want my content somewhere where people congregate to attack me. Recently, my Patreon page was temporarily removed because of people mass reporting it. I have a feeling it's because of the comment, or that one specific comic that we must not name. But I could be wrong. It was eventually reinstated, but I need to avoid hate groups, and unfortunately, the subreddit has become one. I wouldn't be surprised in the future users found posting on BHJ were automatically banned from r/comics, as artists do not want to be harassed and have their work abused on the same site they frequent. Oh my god. The loaded language just never ends with her. It just never fucking ends. Anyway, the comic that shall not be named. Thank you, Toxic Handsome, for the 2. I spent the next 2 hours scouring related comments and had found no links to your Patreon, other sites besides, to your comic posts. The attacks that were not removed were primarily limited to unfunny, uncreative, or unattractive art style. Within the last month since the previous correspondence regarding the leaked comic Manicure, which from I don't even know what that one is. This is the title of the comic though, which from what I remember had been posted elsewhere on Reddit before being copied to BHJ. To my knowledge, there has not been additional leaked content since that one. And so basically what he's saying is that this was on other, subreddits. So it's not like subreddits have different moderators and they just assume that because it's on one, it's fine to be on the others, which they still could be wrong
Tremble
for.
Before the
But
scourge.
you can see how it takes the accountability away from BHJ because, how would they know that this was supposedly a comic that she didn't want getting out? It was impossible to tell. But anyway. Time for me to go. I'll catch up later. See ya, everyone. Adios, Nellup. Thank you so much for sticking around. You'll never be a real woman, though. I'm sorry. Which, from what I remember, had been... Okay, anyway. Regarding users following you to your profile / other sites, I encountered no URL links to your Patreon within the last 2 months on BHJ, nor to any of your sites, other sites. Kimono links are now blocked by Automod. Based on the above information, my assessment was that after the changes in the last month, the problematic users you are facing are not likely from the subreddit itself, and I told you as much. You had not mentioned search engines with hateful edits in the correspondence, or I would have informed you that while many of these were posted to BHJ, even one of those, even ones that were removed within 30 minutes, would often still find themselves posted elsewhere on the internet, Facebook, etc. If you did not want your name associated with edits, you could have also mentioned that at the time. Lastly, you had asked me not to inform the users for the reason for removing posts containing your content. I had said I will either be informing them of the reason, or you could take legal action, and I will still be informing them of the reason. You chose the latter. Legal action for what? What legal action do you think you can take? She got absolutely ratioed too here. Completely ratioed. And guess what? There was no response. No response. So what we'll do is we'll finish this podcast, and then if she makes another, if she tries to ban that video, we will watch the other podcast, because I am also getting tired. It is 5 a.m.
Just
But let's
joining
finish
in
this
and
up.
doing it with them, so then they endeared them to
you,
me.
you literally
I'll speed it
leaned
up.
into it. Whereas
Yeah.
like somebody like me, I might have got my back up against the wall. You leaned right into it and said, yeah, this is great. This is what we're going to do. Let's do it.
Yeah, I've made my own. I've definitely, I want to let people know that like I'm aware. It's kind of like, you're laughing with them because I don't take myself very seriously and really anything in life. But I think it just also consistency. Like if you consistently just keep like pumping out stuff, like I'm trying twice a week on all my social media platforms, which is a lot, but it lets people get your style right. Like I try and keep the character designs very similar. The background color is that same shade of purple every time. Like the cats are very recognizable. So it's trying to build up like brand awareness, I guess.
Oh yeah, no, you absolutely have a very
It's not her fault, guys. Remember, it's always the evil right-wing trolls making horrible, terrible things up to tarnish a heckin' wholesome leftist activist content creator. I know. It's terrible. We gotta stop these evil people. They're horrible. Thank you, Fallout Visage, for another fucking 50. Jesus Christ. Thank you. Holy shit.
very recognizable style. And but you had mentioned the social media platform, so I've seen the site. I've seen you many, many wonderful times on Reddit. By the way,
that is true.
When yours hit, they very quickly get up not only to the top of comics, but often to the front page sometimes. So it's a dang delight to see that. But what are the other outlets that you do? Do you do Twitter and Instagram and I don't know, TikTok and the like, or what are the other ones that you do?
No,
I've never even opened TikTok. I think I'm scared of TikTok.
Smart move. That's great.
Yeah, my kids aren't allowed anywhere near.
No
I'm like, if you're at somebody's house and they're watching TikTok, you come home. But like, I think really like Instagram, you got to do Insta. I mean, you can't not be on Instagram, I guess. Everyone told me like, you have to be on Instagram or nobody will ever find you. And so I do that. And it's been really good. I've enjoyed it. Facebook, I guess you got to be on Facebook to some extent, right? You got to be on these circle of like social media thing. I've never been on Twitter. I created a Twitter login and I forgot my password and I forgot the email that I used for like some of those things. And it was just so hard to reset that I was like, fine, like I'm not going to put my comics on Twitter, I guess. Probably,
in the end, it probably worked out for the best. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So now one of the things that we've been doing on the show for the last couple of weeks is planning for 2023. If we took a look inside your planner, what do you have cooking for
so
any
much.
big projects, any big plans
Fallout.
for the upcoming year?
I'm trying to make a book. I don't know if it will be available in 2023, but it's not going to be like a comic, like a collection of my comics,
Oh
because
my
I don't
gosh.
like where I'm mostly online. I feel like the people who want my stuff might be online, where I'm like such an online artist, especially being on Reddit. I was trying to think of an idea to do for a children's book, kind of done with cats as the character, because I love drawing cats. And so I'm not sure if it'll be done within 2023 is my goal, but it's basically trying to be about like my son has autism. So it's kind of like about introductory to like how kids deal with autism done with like cute little cats. And so I'm trying to work on that in between working a full-time job and doing the comic and having kids. But it's like,
that's a big load and a worthy goal. That's fantastic. That's a fantastic idea. I have to say though, as someone who loves your work, God, I would really encourage you. I hope you do a book collection of your work at some point, because I would be the first in line to get that. That is it seems like a wonderful idea for a collection. Your Pizzacake stuff.
oh, thank you.
I hope you get a chance to do it at some point down the line.
I would love to.
Not only that, but we can tell you from 20 years experience, this whole idea that people aren't going to buy the book because they've already seen it online.
You have 20 years of experience? And you think her work is, like, amazing? Oh my god, dude.
Just doesn't hold
No?
water.
Okay, well, there you
Oh my God, how many books have we sold of stuff that people have seen online, Dave?
It's
Tons.
been our whole career.
The fact of the matter is that they still like that physical archive of having it in their hands. It still holds true.
No, and I like that.
for
Like
years.
I will buy books of stuff even if I've seen all the content. But I guess I just assume I'm like, oh, kids these days, they don't want to. They don't buy things anymore.
So, Ellen, I got to ask you one final question, and this is just something that I always
here we
like to
go.
just kind of end the interviews with something kind of fun. If I gave you like a pocket universe, right? You can check out. You got a month to spend. It's a parallel universe to this one, but you don't have any responsibilities. Your people at home, your kids, your husband, your cats are not even going to miss you. You're going to be gone for a second, but you get a whole month in this pocket dimension that's parallel in every way. What do you do with your month?
Oh my gosh, I would be drawing pretty much every single day. I think that's, I just want to draw. That's all.
Dave,
It doesn't
how
feel like
big
work.
is it?
She's one of us.
It's so fun.
$191.
I asked a parallel question to Brad the other day. I said, okay, Brad, you're given $100 million. What do you do? Do you quit cartooning? And we both had the response of like, actually, no, I think we would lean in more. We would like hire staff. We would do more work. We'd produce more. We'd probably do grants for other artists like to
Think
promote
of how
stuff.
much comics and cartoons and
I know.
you can
So like,
make.
it's funny. This is how you know you're meant to do
wanna
a thing
see
where
comic
you're given all the free
class
time in the world.
comics.
Like Brad just gave you a pocket dimension, and you're like, yeah, I'd probably do 5 a week instead of 2 a week.
Honestly, I would love it. I have so many stupid little ideas for things that I could do as like side series. Like it would just be so much fun. So I think that's a dream job. Then I guess I'm very lucky to be able to do it.
Yeah, well, we're lucky that you are doing it because it is a dang delight of a comic, and you are an incredible talent. It's so funny too because for Brad and I, who have only seen you over I don't know the last 12 months, 18 months or so, it feels like, and this only happens once in the blue moon, but it feels like to us that you've sprung your comic on the world whole cloth. Like you've had decades of working on it.
I don't
it's
see any of
polished,
their
it's ready to go. It's
comics.
perfect, and it's such a rare and wonderful thing to have a completely to us a new artist that is so developed and wonderful and like knows their tone of voice, knows their line art, their skills are there, and I see such an amazing future for your cartooning. Like you
Where
have
is
such an
Comic
amazing skill
Lab?
set.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. I'm like a perfectionist. I was so anxious about showing my work, so I think I waited until I was like 34 and then had kids and was like, finally ready.
Yeah. No, it is an amazing comic, and I really encourage everyone to go check it out at pizzacakecomic.com. Ellen, you are wonderful. Thank you for joining us today. It was really a delight.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
And on that note, you've been listening to.
Oh my god. Well, there it is. There it fucking is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, guys. Give me a 1 if you think we're going to get another podcast episode, because whenever I edit this, she's going to take it down again. I feel like we're going to see it. We're going to get another episode. God, she just doesn't learn, man. Oh, man. No, it's over. It's over. Click the cat video.
As I was raising her, I taught her to meow.
Look at this belly. It's so
As I was raising her, I taught her to meow on command. The command is meow meow, and she'll respond. Ready? Meow meow.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. It is 5:30 a.m. I don't know why. Oh shit! You know what I didn't do? I didn't hit record. I didn't hit record. No, I didn't hit record. Oh my god! It's gonna be a pain in the ass. It's okay. It's okay. Fuck. I think I can download the live stream from Studio. I think you're right. But I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't fucking have to. But anyway, that is going to be all, guys. 5:30 OMG Kanye reference.
Scourge.
What Kanye reference? When did I make a Kanye reference? Is 5:30 the reference? That's how much money you gave. Thank you. Oh my god. Okay. God damn, I'm tired. Oh, who wants to say bye to the cat? There we go. That is Gigi. Say goodnight, Gigi. Thank you to literally everybody who donated and everybody who showed up this stream. This is one of the craziest streams I've ever had. You guys, I don't know why. I don't know why you do it. Oh my god, the donation wars are crazy, dude. That's so insane. I can't be more appreciative. Like, please do a video on advice from Louis. He is literally, if Reddit was a YouTuber. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'll check him out. I promise. But thank you so much, guys. It was fun. It was a lot more content than I thought I was going to do tonight, but hopefully I can download this and I'll cut it up for tomorrow, and I'll have another subreddit video tomorrow, not just the stream. You're welcome. You're welcome, Hinlua. But yes, thank you to literally everyone who showed up. I think we made like $400, $500. So I guess it's time to upgrade my mic. I got to reinvest back into the channel. That's what I usually do with live stream money. And I'll get some stuff for the floppas too. I'll get some new toys that you guys you guys got them so much. Mr. Based, will you do a 100K sub special where you do some fent and commit 52 felonies in California? We'll have to see about that one. Maybe when the time goes around and I've completely lost my mind from going on Reddit, I'll do that. But do you do a video on Horus Galaxy subreddit drama? Sib Marxism and Reddit mods are trying to tank it. I need to actually take my suggestions thing on my Patreon a lot more seriously. So, maybe. Put it in there and I'll check it out. But anyway, guys, have a good night. I love you. I will be back tomorrow. And we'll see what happens. We're probably going to get this video taken down, but, that'll be it. Thank you so much. All your support means the world, especially because I don't know, maybe my channel will disappear one day in the middle of the night from DMCA stuff, and you'll have to go on my Twitter, I guess, to check shit out. But anyway, have a good night, guys. Peace.